Hanging down.
Hi, I'm Bob.
That is not Bob.
Hi, I'm Bob.
That's not Bob. We're on the wedding shuttle.
Hi, I'm Bob.
It's not Bob. I just feel like sometimes I'm just chasing my tail around and around and around. Thought I was going to get laundry started this morning. No, ain't gonna happen. This reminds me of Texas.
Hi, Bob.
Welcome to the channel. We're just a couple of empty nesters from Tennessee. Well, hey guys. I didn't know you all were hanging out in here. Let's go to sleep. Are you sleepy? You're so cute. A little bit. Good morning. Welcome to the channel. It is Monday morning, September 11th. I'm driving George's car to work. Mine's in the shop. Second time. First time was an oil change. This time it's missing its solenoids or something like that. I mean, did they just make this stuff up? The car was like bucking like a horse around firecrackers on the way to work the other day. And I had to drive it home. I don't even know what a solenoid is. Could have been anything. I've never heard of a solenoid. Next time it'll be the Buckanuga. I don't know. I'm just making that up. And I think they're making it up too. I'm on the way to work. It's going to be a short day today. Mom has another doctor's appointment. I've got to rush into work, try to get all the timesheets done. I can't print them till noon. I've got 2 hours. It's really hard to live my life sometimes, but I am truly doing the best I can. This day will be good. This week will be good. I'm starting out with prayers this morning. We'll see where we go from here. We have a wedding this weekend. Totally looking forward to that. Dear friends, out of town. I'll try to get a few clips. I don't want to get any people because that's not my video to take. I don't know, some of the scenery around. Yeah, it's gonna be a good week. That evening, we had the prettiest sunset on the way home after dropping Mom off after her doctor's appointment and going out to eat. But at midnight that night, someone came on our porch and left a delivery. I was not very happy about that. Woke me up as he rang the doorbell. Good morning. It's Tuesday morning, payroll day. Didn't really get enough sleep last night, and I think it's kind of affecting my mood, but I'm gonna pull it together and get this day done. I really would just like to be home today. It was a very long day yesterday. I think I left the house at 6:15, maybe even a little before that, and didn't get home until it was about 8 p.m. last night. So took Mom to the doctor. I had to leave work around 2. A lot of my Monday work as far as payroll goes, I can't do until noon. So I was in a panic and rushing around those 2 hours. I did get it done and I left and went to pick up Mom, and we got her to her doctor's appointment. Took her to eat at Burger Republic and we both enjoyed that. It was probably the only relaxing part of our afternoon. I had a beer and a burger. I needed the beer. And then after that, we went to Lowe's and did some things for Mom, which for me, Lowe's is always a bad experience. I think it is just because it's so big and we often don't know where anything is. I don't know. We just can't find things in there. But that's okay. Mom yelled out in the middle of the store, "Does anybody work here?" to, the maximum voice level. I don't think anyone heard her but me because they didn't really have a lot of people in there. But I was like, I don't know this woman. I don't know this woman. Whatever works. Me, on the other hand, I just kind of tuck into an aisle and go, I don't know this person. Then we went to Walgreens and we waited some more. 45 minutes, I think. It seemed like an hour and 15. Let me tell the story over and over and it'll get longer every time. Finally got her meds. You would have thought the drive-thru would have been faster. It was not. was kind of awkward actually when I got to the window because the pharmacist and I were like just looking at each other, and I was waiting for him to say something, I guess, and he was waiting for me to say something. And then he goes, "Name, please." I didn't even know who Mom was. I was just kind of like dumbfounded at that point. And Mom is over here going, she yelled out her name. And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, that's who you are." I just wanted to say, "Mom, Mom's medicine. We need Mom's medicine." That's all that could come out. I was so tired at that point. Luckily, the pharmacist had a sense of humor and he called us young chicks or something, which is totally the opposite. But he was cute and handled us really well. Then I had to get home. I had to take Mom home. Then I came here to pick up George because we had to pick up my car. Then I came home and did video editing, and it was 10 o'clock almost when I got in bed. My arm is getting tired of holding this, but we got in bed and the doorbell rang. And I'm like, oh, it must be one of the neighbors or something is going wrong. And I looked on my Nest Cam and it was some guy, I didn't know who it was. And so I'm yelling to George, don't answer it, don't answer it. And it was someone dropping off a delivery. It was my Melaleuca order, my wellness box. I don't really like these late night deliveries and, ringing the doorbell. I mean, people that work the hours that we do, we have to get up early in the morning. It's just not a good thing, That kind of made me mad. I finally got to sleep. I'm like an hour behind. I just feel like sometimes I'm just chasing my tail around and around and around. And I'm trying not to let myself get discouraged, but to be quite honest, I could just break down and cry right now because I am tired. I'm trying to be joyful and content in whatever circumstances I find. I'm also trying to hurry up and get everything done that everybody needs so that I can get to some of my stuff sometime, someday, somehow, some way, But I did get Mom's DVD ordered and we got all that stuff done yesterday. We've been trying to work on power of attorney. Patience. We'll get to it. But we've had power of attorney on our list all month. I've been looking at it and printed. We just got to edit it and get it printed out. And I don't have time. I mean, I'm always working. I'm always doing other stuff, being taxi, trying to get my housework done, take care of the dogs, and try to do this video channel and a blog. And, people will say, well, why don't you just give up your video channel and your blog? Why would I give up the one thing that gives me joy in this life, aside from the people in my life? And it's like, no, I'm not going to give up my thing that gives me joy. Then everybody would really have a problem. Not just me, everybody would. So anyway, I'm hanging in there, I promise. I've talked for 8.5 minutes. I'll have to edit half of it out. See you later. This is real life. So I don't know what it was, but I ended up having a little bout of diverticulitis. I hate that word. It sounds so weird. But I was on a somewhat of a liquid and soft food diet for several days. I'm all better now, but it was no fun. Good morning. We're up to all kinds of shenanigans, and today we're going to a wedding. I just got out of the shower and I've just decided that I'm going to cut my hair. I'm going to get rid of the bob and I'm going to put it back into the old classic that I wear, and I'm going to do it very quickly, and it'll really be quickly for you because I'm going to put it on time lapse. I'm going to set you on top of Alexa over here and get this job done. We are not only going to a wedding, the wedding's out of town, but we're also going to go to a little pop-up craft fair that starts in less than an hour, and so we're definitely on a time crunch today. All right, let's get this done. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut my bangs. This is how I do my hair when I do it myself, and it usually turns out okay. All of this in front of my ear is going to be cut on the shape of my face, just kind of coming down from I start with my bangs, I go down my eyebrows and the middle of my cheek. I have all of this. It's going to be pushed forward, and I'll just be cutting it. So it's going to be getting rid of the bob, and it's going to give it more of a cut. So I'm going to do the same thing on here. I'm going to come down from my eyebrows through the middle of my cheek and just kind of get rid of that. And then I'm going to come in and layer this on the sides and the back the best way I can. It's hard for me to do the back, but I'm just going to do the best way I can, and I'll show you what it looks like when I get through. Gotta make sure my robe is all tucked in. Okay, it's done. Now I'm going to blow it dry. I think I'm going to be happy. Okay, pretty happy with it. I just have to style it now. Kind of blown it dry to give it just some body in some certain places. I don't really have a lot of time this morning. Still kind of has a bob effect, but not as much. I don't have all that hair hanging down.
Hi, I'm Bob.
That is not Bob. Anyway, I'm going to just kind of style it. I'm going to go get dressed and then style it. And then we're going to head out the door. Thought I was going to get laundry started this morning. No, ain't going to happen. It's a rush this morning. We were supposed to be somewhere approximately 9 o'clock and it's 8:55. It's my fault because time moves so fast. And I'm trying to do the video and cut my hair and do all these things that I needed to do today in 2 hours or less, and take a shower. I don't really think I have time for makeup. I'll have to come back and do that between this little venue pop-up thing that we're going to and the wedding. I was hoping to have time to eat breakfast. Just gonna put some forming cream on here. It's not gonna do what I really wanted to do, and I don't have time to do what I want to do, so don't move. Don't you all move. Stay right there. It's not perfect, but I like it better. Probably needs a little bit more cutting. I'm kind of afraid to cut too much on the first run, so I'll tweak it in the upcoming days, but really kind of like this style. The cut that I do myself, but every other cut. I can't do it every cut because I'll mess it up, but every other cut I can get away with it. This is kind of what we have, just kind of soft layers, and it looks okay not having really the time to style it, but we're on the move, we're on the go. Not even gonna put makeup on this morning. Maybe nobody else will have on makeup either. It's Saturday. I think these will best go with my outfit today. I'm glad you think so too. Is that what you think, Maddie? You like those shoes? Good, I'm glad you do. On the way to the pop-up market at the basement, and it's a rainy day, so maybe it'll be...
Hi, I'm Bob.
That's not Bob. So maybe there will be less people. Who knows? There's food trucks. Probably can't eat any of that. It looks so good. It's gonna be good though.
I can do it again.
Oh well.
It's my spare umbrella anyway. My umbrella looks good.
Of course, George finds the book nook always. Probably a good price for moms these days. This reminds me of Texas.
Get none of this dog.
That's the kind she needs. Although somehow I think she probably wouldn't like it. Well, that was a workout for all of us. But we got it done. The bed is gonna feel good tonight. Clean sheets. I think it's been 3 weeks. It's hadn't had time. You happy we're gonna have clean sheets tonight? And you can sleep right here while we're gone today. You can take your nap right here. Yeah, keep tabs on anything going on outside. It is really hot in here. You guys gave me a workout. I needed that. Are you a pretty girl? I think you're a pretty girl. You see something? You see a squirrel? Deer? What is it? Is it the old cat? All right, let's go do something else. Okay, so I'm getting started on the laundry, even though we've had a lot going on today. But for some strange reason, it's like I feel on top of my game today, even though I feel rushed. It's kind of a strange thing for me. I'm pretty sure it's not going to last long. Shuttle.
I'm Bob.
It's not mine. We're back in the boonies.
Uncomplicated touch.
It's so cool up here.
Stable as we go, consistent as we grow. I won't slow down. No need to rush. I'll say it in my dreams. Strange as it may seem. I reminisce the cold and you could stay. 'Cause you got me thinking that possibly